अब इलेक्ट्रिकल इनवॉइस स्कूटर का अभी कंटिन्यू करते हैं। सेल इनवॉइस हो गया, अब कोटेशन हो गया, सेल्स हो गया, अब रिसिप्ट का बारी आता है। ये तो नॉर्मल कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, इसमें कुछ बड़ा बात नहीं है। जो कॉन्फ़िगरेशन जो पार्टी ने पूछा था जैसे ही मैंने कॉन्फ़िगरेशन किया है। अब आगे बढ़ते हैं। अब हमारा अकाउंट लेडजर है 80,725 रुपीज़ बैलेंस है। DR का मतलब बैलेंस है, ठीक है, ओके। इतना तो हो गया। अब होने के बाद अब कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में आता हूँ, यहाँ डालता हूँ डेट 5/4, बस इतना ही डालो, वो करंट फाइनेंशियल ईयर ले लेगा। ये सिंगल एंट्री सिस्टम अभी बिजी ने बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट रखा है। यहाँ मैं लिखता हूँ, अब कैश बोल के लिखा है, यहाँ लिखता हूँ अश्विन उपाध्याय। अब 8725, वो एक्चुअली 8072.50 होना था। अगला बिल में बाकी जो एक्स्ट्रा पेमेंट है वो तो वहाँ पे चला जाता है। अब सेव कर देता हूँ इस इनवॉइस को। अब इनवॉइस तो सेव हो गया। अब 72,000 ग्रॉस बैलेंस बोल के दिखा रहे हैं। पार्टी एक्चुअली मंथली इंस्टॉलमेंट भी दे सकता है या इंस्टॉलमेंट से थोड़ा ज़्यादा अमाउंट भी दिया तो भी वो डालने का, रिसिप्ट डालने का सिस्टम है, हर सिस्टम में है। अब मैं क्या कर देता हूँ, मैं एक बैंक अकाउंट क्रिएट कर देता हूँ, कैनरा बैंक अकाउंट, कैनरा बैंक SB अकाउंट। आप एक्चुअली आपका बैंक अकाउंट नंबर फीड कर सकता है। इसके बाद अकाउंट टाइप, और बैंक अकाउंट में OD अकाउंट या करेंट अकाउंट, वो अकाउंट आपको जैसा चाहिए वैसा कर सकता है। उसका ओपनिंग बैलेंस भी आप डाल के एंट्री फिनिशिंग कर सकते हो। अब ग्रुप तो आ जाता है बैंक अकाउंट। मैंने सिर्फ बैंक अकाउंट बोल के ले लिया है क्योंकि मुझे पार्टी ने करंट अकाउंट बोल के ही बोला है, और OD अकाउंट बोल के ऐसा कुछ नहीं बोला है। यहाँ नरेशन है तो डाल सकता है। अब ओके, इतना तो कर दिया। अब बैक आता हूँ, यहाँ पे आता हूँ, फ्यूचर्स एंड ऑप्शंस में आता हूँ, अकाउंट्स में आता हूँ, यहाँ मेंटेन बैंक इंस्ट्रूमेंट डिटेल्स, इसको इनेबल कर देता हूँ। अब रिसिप्ट में आता हूँ, मॉडिफाई में आके दोबारा ओपन करके मॉडिफाई मोड में, अभी देखिए यहाँ तो चेक लिया है, चेक लिया है। इंस्ट्रूमेंट नंबर पार्टी ने बोला था, कुछ इंस्ट्रूमेंट नंबर एंट्री करने के लिए रिक्वेस्ट किया था। वो बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट हम लोग तो ओल्ड वर्जन में डुअल अकाउंटिंग वोचर था, ये तो सिंगल। अब आगे बढ़ते हैं। इनवॉइस डिज़ाइन में आता हूँ, कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में आता हूँ, यहाँ आके रिसिप्ट कॉन्फ़िगरेशन लेता हूँ। SMS डिफ़ॉल्ट में रहता है। एक नया कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ओपन करता हूँ, उसका नाम रखता हूँ न्यू डिज़ाइन। कुछ भी नाम आप दे सकते हो, ठीक है। अब हम यहाँ पे आते हैं, कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में आता हूँ। अब लोड डिफ़ॉल्ट को एक्सेप्ट नहीं करता हूँ, सारा सेलेक्ट करके हटा देता हूँ क्योंकि वो ये ज़रूरत नहीं है। अब CPA 12 ऑन, F4 दबा दिया, 12 कैरेक्टर्स पर इंच। अब यहाँ क्या कर देता हूँ, अब रिसिप्ट 12 कैरेक्टर का स्पेस देता हूँ, C। अब 84 बच गया, 84 में 42 राइट पे 42 लेफ्ट पे हो जाएगा। अब अंडरलाइन थिन ऑन, और यहाँ पे अंडरलाइन थिन ऑफ कर दिया। ऑफ करने के बाद अब ब्लैंक स्पेस को कंसिडर करना पड़ेगा। 42 ब्लैंक स्पेस टू द राइट एंड 42 ब्लैंक स्पेस टू द लेफ्ट। Here also I will be copying that and pasting over here. Oh, it is not okay now. That should have come after underline thin off. Blank space should have come after underline thin off. Invoice copy type, it is 18 character. So 18 characters means then I should have a blank space of 24 characters. 24. Now I will check it with print preview. Bold on and bold off. Bold off. Up. Print preview may let us check through print preview. Now I have made a mistake. See that blank line that has come because I did put that underline off after invoice copy header type. It should have been put after receipt. See now, okay, bold on, underline off, bold off. देखिए अब टिक हो गया. Now everything is all right. Now we'll start second line. In the second line, I'm going to press font 18 on and font 18 off. When you open the font 18 on, then you have to close font 18 off. But in between, I will select data font on, data font off. Generally nobody does use it like this. Here script empty bold. This is my default favorite font, empty bold. What is the height? Height of the font should be 18. Now font size should be 18. What I do take company name. Then what is the characters, number of spaces that I should provide? See here 8-inch width, paper width into 12 characters. Width into 12 characters per inch. 12 characters, that is per inch. That means we can print, that means you can print 96 characters across the width of A4 paper size. Characters across width of A4 paper. See, in A4 you can print up to 8-inch by default. If you open Google and if you type what is the number of maximum characters that I can print along width of the paper in case of A4, the answer comes to be 96. See now, font 18 is nothing but 180% thicker than a CPA12 font. So for 8-inch I can print CPA12, under CPA12 for 8-inch I can print 96 characters. Then how much I can print after under font 18? That means then 96. Then the question is how much you can print across 8-inch width of A4 paper, that is the question. The answer is then, according to primary school mathematics, our calculation should be 96 divided by 12. Sorry, not 12, 1.8. 96 divided by 1.8. 96 divided by 1.8. That is which comes to 53.3 characters. But 0.3 characters you cannot print. Naturally, you cannot print 0.3 characters, 0.3 characters. You can print one character. You cannot print half character. So round off. So round it off to 53 characters. That's why if you open Busy Standard and if you press Alt D and if you select company name, normally comes as 53. This is the reason. अगर आपको font 15 लेना है, then divide 96 by 1.5. That comes to 64. मोटा font है. So okay, now generally what does busy do is after that font 18 that arrow mark that they are going to place new line, but I don't do like that. Now what I do is I will put half line where on third line, not on the second line. I'm not going to touch second line. Here CPI tool on, CPI tool off. If I'm still not happy, then I will add a quarter line after half line at the beginning of third line. That's what you are now seeing on the screen. This is address. I'm going to copy this. So by mistake that half line has repeated 4 times, which I'm going to remove it later. I don't want half line on second, third and fourth. Half line should be there on only on first. Now see here, now I have to add GST number. CPI tool on, CPI tool off. Double stroke on, double stroke off. This double stroke is similar to, it is equivalent to that bold on, something like that. Type your GST IN, because I have made it a static text here. Okay, now there is a mistake, because see that is CPI tool on, it should have been CPI tool on, but unfortunately it has become CPI tool off, which has not come to my notice. Now here I am going to write mobile number 9. I am giving my mobile number. Now data is being static. W means that number has WhatsApp, comma 6360915217. Email ID someone@usbpendrive.com. Whatever the email ID you have, you can give, but I don't want to reveal my email ID, just I have mentioned it as someone@usbpendrive.com. Okay, then the last line is, now I'm going to place, I would like to have a blank space of 96, because it's CPI tool on and tool off, so I will have a blank space of 96. Then in front of that I will write it as BLH, box line horizontal, comma BLH, comma F. Instead of F you can write A, that means automatic. That's, I'm going to check that is. So I'm going to save now. At this moment I could not recognize the mistake, but line by line I have to check now. CPI tool tag not properly used. It is saying at line number 7 you have closed it but not opened it. That is line number 7. Okay, now again I will be having one more. Would you like to continue? No. So then now I have found out that CPI tool off is a mistake. Okay, now while saving, now the half line is not needed for second time. It's not second time, on second, third and fourth lines. Now I'm going to save it. Now let us check with print preview. अब हम हमारा print preview में आके देखते हैं. See, now we had a beautiful header. This is our header. If you want to add logo to the left, you can add, but you cannot add QR code. I had added QR code, but that's a different procedure. I will explain you at the end of this video. Now after that half line I'm going to add quarter line, so that I will have little more space. Now let us check with the print preview. New design here in the print preview. Yeah, now we have Pranjali Vihar, plot number 14. There's a little gap between Stanley. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now I'm going to write a query by name rdate. Rdate, that is the name that I have given for that query. Select tran1 dot date from tran1, where tran1 dot ocher type is equal to 14. Where from tran1, from tran2, where tran2 dot ocher type is equal to 14. Let me run the query. Now I have got two dates. So instead of tran2, now I am going to make it as tran1. Here tran1 dot ocher type is equal to 14. This is what I am going to make it. Okay, now I have got the date. So here now I am going to write a condition called date part of dd comma tran1 dot date part. Okay, now let me run it. It will give me 5. Okay, now I will add a case statement because it is a EC demo copy. So EC model case, when date part of dd comma tran1 dot date in because my search has to be done in multiple values. So when in 1, 21 and 31, then I will add a comment, comment, not a comment. Okay, then I'm going to copy that. Second line will be when my tran1 dot date in 2 and 22nd, then nd, similarly when in 3 and 3rd and 23rd, oh, I made a mistake. There's a mistake. Actually it should have been 3, but unfortunately I did not realize that. Now there is no dilemma because th, actually third line should be 3 and 23rd. Then date part dd comma tran1 dot date comma 5th. Now I'm going to concat these two. Concat these two. Now execute the query. Now it has become 5th. Then comes date when, oh no, sorry, I should make, once again I have to make a query. When the date part month comma tran1 dot date in, no sorry, not in, now here in is not needed. So date part, now execute करके देखता हूँ. It has now month, date name I will take date name and I will call month. It is April. Now I have to make it uppercase, upper of date name of month comma tran1 dot date. That gives me every answer in capital letters. Now I'm going to select only 3 characters from left. How do we do it? That is, we do it by defining a function called left of, no, that is going to be wrong. That's going to be a mistake because I have not mentioned how many characters I do need. So now I do need only 3 characters. As a result, now I got 5th APR. Again, now I will extend my query by putting a comma. I will again write date part of month is done now, year comma tran1 dot date. date. Now I will use a function called concat with space. Now concat underscore ws within the brackets single quote hyphen single quote comma. Now at the end I have to put one more right parenthesis. Now if I run, I will have an answer like 5th APR 2025. This is being the receipt date. This is receipt date, but I want to add week to it from tran1.date, where now I'm going to execute the result 5th APR 2025. ठीक है, इतना तो हो गया. कामा कामा date name comma weekday comma tran1.date. It will be Saturday. Now again I will use upper and I will use left. Here I will use upper function, upper of that one. Then I will use left of, left 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 of comma 3. Okay, close. Now let me run the query. Now again I have to use, now what I'll do is I will just extend the concat function here by removing that. Now I will extend that concat function. No, now there will be an error, it's because of that comma near from tran1. So everything is alright, but the extension that's near comma, that comma I have to remove. If I remove that comma, it will be alright. Now the query will run and this is the answer, this is the output I had. This output is actually planned and I have this output right now. Now I am going to take it for printing. It's okay. Now from tran1, in front of where I will write tran1.voucher code is equal to @voucher code voucher code and tran1.voucher type is equal to 14. Here I am going to take it to my receipt header by using voucher header accounting, because receipt is not an inventory voucher, it is pure accounting voucher. So naturally I have to take the query part to be under voucher header accounting. Now here receipt number is already available, that will copy that receipt number, but here I will change it as receipt date. Now here I will write down name as r date. Now my spacing needed for those characters to be printed was kept at 30. Now let us check with print preview. If we check with our print preview is seen as 5th APR 2025 Saturday. That's all. अब हम आगे बढ़ते हैं. यहाँ आके ये क्वेरी जो अभी मैं लिख रहा हूँ ये एक्चुअली एक्सेस डाटाबेस को भी कॉमन है, एसक्यूएल सर्वर डाटाबेस को भी कॉमन है. अब लिखता हूँ एक सब क्वेरी सेलेक्ट अब दिखता हूँ सेलेक्ट नेम फ्रॉम मास्टर 1 where code is equal to tran t2 dot master code 1 t2 dot master code 1 comma absolute of tran2 dot t2 dot value 1 comma t3 dot cash flow comma t3 dot shortener comma shortener from tran2 as t2 comma tran2 as t3 where t2 dot master code 1 t2 dot sr number is equal to 1 and t3 dot sr number is equal to 2. But here I want to remove unwanted material, so not material, sorry, I'm sorry, unwanted accounts. So and t2 dot voucher type is equal to 14 and t3 dot voucher type is equal to 14. Now I will run the query. After running the query I will get this answer. Cash flow I got, column 2 I got, shortener is blank. So what that is, absolute of tran2 dot value 1 is being same as cash flow. Here I will write t2 dot shortener. There's nothing, okay, there's nothing. Then I will write comma t2 dot c2. This is the check number that we have received. No, there is nothing. I have to make it as t3 dot v2, t3 dot c2, t3 dot c2. Now we will run the query. अब क्वेरी रन करते ही हमको पता चल जाता है कि नंबर क्या है and t2 dot master code 1 is equal to, select tran1 dot master code 1 from tran1 where tran1 dot voucher code is equal to @voucher code @. अब यहां लिखता हूं voucher हेडर अकाउंटिंग, सेव कर देता हूं. क्वेरी सेव हो गया. अब इस क्वेरी को रिसिप्ट में आता हूं, दोबारा हेडर में आता हूं, यहां आके यह क्वेरी कॉपी कर देता हूं, नीचे लाइन में पेस्ट कर देता हूं. अब लिखता हूं यहां पे बैंक इंस्ट्रूमेंट, ठीक है. यहां से लेता हूं bank instrument type, and then at the fourth line I'm going to write that query. अब हम प्रिंट प्रीव्यू में आके एक बार देखते हैं. हमारा इंस्ट्रूमेंट टाइप तो आ गया, चेक. देन आई इन द नेक्स्ट लाइन आई एम गोइंग टू ऐड my query as RF semicolon, row is equal to 1, column is equal to 1. Here column is not equal to 1, column will be equal to 5 and then 20 space. पेस्ट. अब सेव कर दिया. लेट अस चेक विद प्रिंट प्रीव्यू. अब हमारा इंस्ट्रूमेंट टाइप भी आ गया है. नाउ वी गॉट बैंक इंस्ट्रूमेंट टाइप. ओके, देन लेट अस गो अहेड. I'm copying that for the next line. There I'm going to mention it as to which account. That is the case. अब कौन सा अकाउंट को पैसा आया है. अभी आया कौन सा अकाउंट को. अमाउंट रिसीव्ड एट विच अकाउंट. दैट इज द क्वेश्चन. अमाउंट रिसीव्ड अकाउंट. हियर आई एम गोइंग टू ऐड same query I am going to copy over here, but there will be a change in row is equal to that will be 30, but column number should be, now it is saved. Similarly I will have a different result, but what not needed. Now I have to edit the query. अब हमको query तो edit करना पड़ेगा. यहाँ आके लिखता हूँ क्वेरी नेम नंबर 1. अब अमाउंट रिसीव्ड को हटा दिया. ये अकाउंट डेबिटेड, अकाउंट डिटेल्स, अमाउंट क्रेडिटेड टू करना था. अमाउंट क्रेडिटेड टू. Now see, we can see the bank account. अब आगे बढ़ते हैं. इतना तो पूरा होने के बाद अब यहाँ तो हो गया. अमाउंट क्रेडिट तो बैंक हो गया, बैंक का नाम भी आ गया. नेम क्या है. ए अमाउंट क्रेडिट टू नंबर RF सेमीकोलन, रो इज इक्वल टू 1, कॉलम इज इक्वल टू 2, column is equal to 2. Now how much money has come to our account? That is check with print preview. Now we check with print preview here in our invoice pattern, in our receipt pattern, that we have received 8,725 rupees. That is what we have received in this invoice. Amount received, that's all. Just I have changed it as amount received to the left. Hashtag LT, left trim. Hashtag trim. Now this is what the amount received. Now I'm going to alter this query to not alter, so going further, so now we have to add amount in words. Continue. See here we have to add amount in words. That is CPA tool on, CPA tool off. Here I am going to add as Alt F4 party balance. So hashtag single quote QRC colon S colon 1 single quote. So now this answer will be converted to a QR code. That pending balance will appear as a QR code. So now that QR code we have received. Now we have received that QR code. New design. I will go back to invoice configuration. I will remove this much of query. This is the answer. Cut, paste at headline. अब हम प्रिंट प्रीव्यू में आके देखते हैं हालत कैसा है हमारा इनवॉइस का. पार्टी क्लोजिंग बैलेंस हैज अपीयर्ड एज ए QR कोड. ये QR कोड को बार कोड और QR कोड स्कैनर से स्कैन कर दो, आपको पेमेंट बैलेंस कितना है वो ऑटोमेटिकली DR है तो DR, CR है तो CR पता चल जाता है. देन ओके. अब हम इनवॉइस को सेव करते हैं. लेकिन ये 2 each दिया तो 2 each QR कोड तो नहीं आता है. QR कोड तो बन के आता है. अब हम भी थोड़ा आल्टर करते हैं. विड्थ में आल्ट्रेशन कर देते हैं. अभी इनवॉइस रिसिप्ट का विड्थ में आल्टर करके अब थोड़ा कम किया है स्पेस. अब देखिए ठीक ठीक आ गया है. लेकिन विड्थ ऑफ द QR कोड विल नॉट चेंज बट इट हैज कम. अब इस क्वेरी में कुछ नहीं है, ज़्यादा पार्ट नहीं है. यहाँ आता हूँ, आके मैं सोचता था QR कोड का साइज थोड़ा अलग करेंगे या बिगर या शॉर्टर करेंगे. यहाँ तो QRC इतना ही लिखा है. इससे पहला तो मैंने QRC का साइज में लिखा था. CPI टोलो ऑन, CPI टोलो ऑफ. यहाँ मैं लिखता हूँ अभी अमाउंट इन वर्ड्स रुपीस 8, C. नाउ आई विल राइट डाउन अमाउंट इन वर्ड्स. अमाउंट इन वर्ड्स नहीं, टोटल अमाउंट नहीं है. टोटल अमाउंट नहीं है. आई वॉन्ट दैट अमाउंट इन वर्ड्स. अमाउंट इन वर्ड्स. नाउ वी गॉट द आंसर as amount in words. Width is being 88. Now I'm going to save the invoice. यहाँ सेव करके अब रिसिप्ट इनवॉइस नहीं रिसिप्ट है, सेव किया है. अभी प्रिंट में आ जाता है. अभी यहाँ अब तो प्रिंट प्रीव्यू में देखा है. अब देखिए सब कुछ जैसा हमने प्लान किया था वैसे ही आया है.